I just installed a new Goodman condenser. This unit was precharged from the factory with our 410A. After I brazed the lines, I cooled the line down with a wet rag. I vacuumed out the system for 30 minutes and it held its vacuum after turning off the pump. I went to release the AC charge into the lines and there was no charge in the condenser. Is it possible that I ruined the seals in the valve? I did the brazing and 2 days later pulled a vacuum on the system, so it's not like I saw freon coming out right there and then. If it is the service valve, then why will it hold a vacuum with the valves closed? When the valves are opened, it will not hold a vacuum.
Hi, I am Caleb. I will be helping you get the answers you need to the best of my knowledge of what's given. How are you doing today?
Great. Do you have any advice?
I am sorry to hear about your incident. I know this can be very frustrating. This is a very common problem when brazing onto a Goodman model. Trust me, I have done it 3 or 4 times. Not fun. The reason you didn't see freon coming out right there and then is because the valve was still seated tight to the bottom of the valve. Therefore, as soon as you open this valve, you unseat that seal and all heck breaks loose. But if you did burn up the seal right at first, the freon would be able to leak out very slowly, seated or not. One way to test to be sure is take your vacuum and put back on and close the valve. Sorry, I am not the fastest typer. Once the valves are closed, turn your vacuum on and put your finger over the suction line service valve. If you feel suction, you have a definite burnt seal. Also, may I ask, did you pressure test the line with nitrogen?
If the seals are good, then how can I find the spot that is leaking on the condenser unit? Yes, the lines are good with pressure. It's only the condenser that will not hold a vacuum, and all the freon was gone when I opened the valves on the condenser unit.
Well, if it's a brand new unit, there shouldn't be any sort of leak in the actual condenser, but I guess you never know. One way to test is hook up your gauges like you are going to read pressures and take nitrogen and put 300 pounds of pressure on it. If you can't hear the leak, then soap and water is the way. 95% of the time it is a burnt seal, but hey, you may have got a bad unit, it does happen.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert, now visit JustAnswer.com/YTHI.